Hello YouTube, this is Beth, my Queen of Wands, with the full moon reading. This month we are using Angel Prayers and New Wave Tarot. First card is Love and Accept Yourself. Thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. Very kind of obvious message there of you needing to love yourself, to embrace yourself, bring in self-care, self-love. How can you create frameworks to care for you even more? What needs to come in? What needs to come into your life as far as loving and accepting yourself? And this is in a truly kind manner, not when you lose weight, when you whatever, when your hair's cut, when you get your nail polish done, when you get your makeup on. No, just loving you as you. There's a great power that comes from that aspect. And I think this is our guiding card to remind us as we move into the next two cards that we really need to see this and know it within ourselves. And the first card is the Hanged Man. And I see this in light of what we have here is we have something we need to let go of. We have some kind of whatever it is, some kind of behavior, ideas, concepts that we just need to let go of. Because if we keep those, we're never going to see. We're never going to know. We're never going to get those little ravens in our ear telling us what we need to know because we're too trapped up in what we think we're in. Whatever that we think we're in is. Whether it's behavior, patterns, it's time to let some things go. And the Hangman is calling us to do it. And Angel Prayers is asking us to do it in a loving manner to take care of ourselves. And part of how we're going to let go of those things is through this chick, Queen of Swords. And she's asking us to bring in our rational, bring in our reason, bring in our logic. Logic and intuition, when they work together, are such a wonderfully divine thing that it's just amazing. But right now, it's like check that intuition with the logic, especially when you're dealing with this aspect of love and accepting yourself and getting rid of the behaviors that don't let you do that. And the Queen of Wands is saying, let's use our brain, let's use our intellect. How can we make this more, not less? How can we bring self-love even more in using facts, reason, that kind of stuff, not this thought of, oh my God, I'm not perfect, I'm not this, I'm not that. Bring in reason and reason it out. Okay, so I don't like how I look today and it's making me feel bad, which happens. There are days where you just feel crappy and you feel like you look crappy, and that's okay. But just because you look and feel crappy, you feel like you look crappy, doesn't mean that you are crappy. And that's kind of what she's saying here. It's like, do not take it and make it into something that's not necessarily something. It's that moment of like, okay, wait a minute. This is just how I feel in the moment. This is one day. This is not who I am. My bad hair day does not determine a bad life day. So that's that kind of thing. Use that rational to let go of things that need to be let go so we can love and accept ourselves even more. And bring that in really hardcore. It's an empowering thing. There's a power there that cannot be beat to love yourself and accept you as you are right this very second. Kooky Pookie Bears, affirmation card time. This is actually take 2 of all the full moon readings. I do one for the Norden group, I do one for my email list, and I do one for you guys. And I lost all of them in the beginning of a favorites video. I put my I Feel Stabby shirt on for take 2. I'm just like, oh my God. After I figured out that I'd lost like 3 videos and the beginning of another one. I'm like, okay, I guess those readings were like had to be said, but not physically heard. So I don't know. They're out there. Maybe someone's getting a download from them. No idea. Maybe they'll turn up and I'll put out 2 more readings. So, ooh, one of my favorites. Flow, no, grow. This is kind of a, I guess, affirmation. It was what I said a lot last year. I still say this a lot. Flow, no, grow. It reminds me that I can flow, I can know, and I'm still growing. And it makes a lot of sense in light of what we have as far as the cards of self-love, of letting things go, of using the intellect to bring in new ways of being. So that card actually makes quite a bit of sense this month with for this moon. Really, we have 2 months every month, so I don't know why I keep saying month when I do full and new moon. And I'll say month and new moon too, so. But flow, no, grow. How can you flow? How can you bring in a flow of energy? How can you let the universe flow through you? How can you let self-love flow through you? How can you know that you love yourself so much beyond reason? Because you should. You should be the person who loves you the most all around, body, soul, mind. And you can grow. You can always change your minds. You can always change how things go. You are not a stagnant creature. And that's part of what flow, no, grow. Always flow, no, grow. Always reminds me is that I am always flowing. Something that is not a reading. I read a group called Norden Metamorphosis Grid on Facebook. And the idea behind Norden came out of some sacred geometry work I was working on at that point in time, and I'm still working on. But the idea behind Norden is change with ease. And how he got the name Norden, one of the participants in the first round asked him why it was called Norden. And he's like, I'm the antivirus of your life to get rid of all the crap floating around that you don't need. Much like how we were talking about self-love, not loving yourself, or having behavior patterns that hold you back from truly being a loving and accepting of yourself, that's something Norden can work with you with. But what has happened is I'm going to be running a 13-month, basically a year-long class called Walking the World's Chakra Expansion through the Norden group. And the Norden group is free, and this class is free. They have volunteered to be guinea pigs. So if you want to be a guinea pig and find out what this class is about, I'll put the link down below and you can sign up for Norden. All right, people. Much love. Have a wonderful full moon, or have we had a wonderful full moon? I think this will go up after the fact this month. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the new moon. Bye-bye.